So I've noticed people saying that free speech is a Democrat issue and it's a Republican issue. And I thought I'd explain what is really going on here because uh, the Democrats and the Republicans believe in two different kinds of free speech. Republicans basically just believe in the kind of free speech that's like, hey, I'd like to be an asshole in society and have that be okay with everybody, and everybody has to just kind of go along with it. It's basically like saying, I'd like permission to conversationally play Grand Theft Auto wherever I go with no regard for people's feelings. Which a lot of people on the left, they just straight up, flat out reject that idea and are opposed to it. But if you think about it, by itself, that's not really the worst thing. The problem is the implications of those things that are being said, which, they get exaggerated into this other reality through action. And I don't mean exaggeration in an imaginary sense. I mean it in the sense of just, how those things unfold through actions. And so the problem is that Republicans are not just playing Grand Theft Auto in conversation, they want to do it in a lot of ways in the world too. And so this is where the Democrat version of free speech comes in, which is that they want the ability to challenge figures of authority. It is like the mature kind of free speech that a society needs in, the modern world, in this era that we're passing into. Although I would argue that this is why you are not necessarily a centrist if you agree with the Republicans on some things and the Democrats on others, because if you agree with the Republicans about the idea that, hey, yeah, free speech is an important concept, and culturally, and that it's okay to hurt people's feelings, it's up to them to resolve that. It's not up to you to not hurt their feelings while being yourself and just saying things that they find upsetting. And then on the other hand, you say, well, but I do believe in legislation that protects all of the communities in society, all of the historically disenfranchised, disadvantaged communities, and also, everybody else in society, the people who've had every advantage. Because you just believe that, look, we need a society that legislates in a way that serves and supports everybody and protects people from things like gun violence. So those are the two kinds of free speech happening in the country at the moment. I hope that explains some stuff. I'll think of more things to make later. But also, screw the Republicans while I'm here. I'm gonna exercise my free speech. Fuck that shit.